6th floor is the 3rd window down. That's where, you know what happened. That's Dealey Plaza. That's Elm. That's the street, and that's the exact spot in the center there where that car is right now. Kennedy was shot. Now, on to more happy things. This is called, where is it? Old Red, which is a court building, I think. I'm not quite sure of all the history, but... And then we pan up, and you see the IM Pie building. And more of downtown skyscrapers. Now we walked all around downtown, and we have to tell you, it's very quiet. Very quiet. Even though people are working, lots and lots of people, there's not a lot of people walking. A closer shot of Old Red, and in the distance there, IM Pie's Fountain Plaza. A congruence of old Dallas and new Dallas. We're in the Dallas Museum of Art, and they're doing some reconstruction. As everywhere you go, they're doing reconstruction. This is a sculpture. 650 submarines of the United States of America. It's very large and impressive. These two still lifes are by a French woman at the time prior to the French Revolution, and she was one of her patrons was Marie Antoinette, and she was a very successful and famous artist, and they're beautiful. This is the room of the Impressionist paintings. Isn't it pretty? The noise in the background weren't there, it would be perfect. That's a Monet. This is a Monet. And another Monet. And a Van Gogh. These are the feet of the console. I'll pull back and show you the whole thing, but it's quite amusing. It was in the Vanderbilt home, and it was made specifically to illustrate how wealthy he was. So this is what you call an ostentatious display of wealth. But those feet, they get me. Edward Hopper and N.C. Wyeth, Andrew Wyeth's father.
Sea and Pine Trees. The painter is Sir Winston Churchill, and he presented this painting to Mrs. Reeves' mother, Mrs. Blanche Russell, as a gift.
What year? About
1955.
This is also a Churchill, and that's a Churchill. And the books, you say what?
They're engraved to Wendy from Winston, March 1930.
Wendy Reeves, the lady of the house, designed this breakfast set for Winston Churchill. They apparently were very, 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 very close. And there are his initials. These are all artifacts of Churchill. Cigars, paints, letters to his hostess, brandy snifters. We discovered a cache of Winstoniana. This is a Cézanne painting of tomatoes, and it reminds me of Marty growing his tomatoes. Part of the dining room. That's the grand hall. This is the courtyard of the recreated villa on the Riviera. Makes me want a courtyard home in Florida. Susan Stein was here. I guess I'm more famous than I know. I sculpted this.
You know, there's a Covarrubias mural right over there.
There is. Is it what is it? Is it a
It's called Genesis.
Is
It's
it
probably done with little tiles.
mosaic?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
He's Mexican.
Can you tell us anything more? Do you know?
No, I'd have to go over and read.
Well, we had a very satisfying time at the Dallas Museum of Art. Okay, tell us where you are.
Where am I? I wish I knew. I'm at the Sheraton Hotel celebrating my 85th birthday, which Susan was supposed to arrange, but I had to do it all because she lives in New York.
And you did an excellent job.
She would have done it if she was here, right?
Of course. Didn't I do your 80th?
Yes, you did. And this is the last one, so don't worry about the next one.
The last one? What's up with that?
Nobody believes me when I say that.
When did you start saying that?
Oh, about 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
I don't think I'll make another one.
Well, the next big one is 90.
Good.
Damn good.
See that fella? He looks good too, but we both got the same problem.
These are the place cards that my father did his calligraphy for. There's number 1, birthday boy. And don't the tables look pretty? And we have music. And it's going to be a real classy affair.
Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best for the Brodskys. Hi, everybody. Say hello.
They live here full time, or they live, what's his name, Irving?
Dueling camcorders.
So what time did you get?
momentous occasion. We should all live to be 85.
Amen.
At least. That's exactly right. Now, I would just like to say a couple of quick words in honor of my father. You all know him and love him for all his good qualities and accept him for some of his bad qualities, as we all do and as we all have. And I just want to say that I think my father is a very lucky man because, and he's taught me something very, very important in life. And that is that in order to be happy, you must be happy with what you have and not desire something more than you have that perhaps you can't attain. Because that's the thing that will not allow you to be happy in this life. And I think my father, who came down here to Century Village, he found his Machaya, he found his paradise, he found his heaven on earth in Century Village. And it's a place that, you know, there are many people perhaps in this world who would think, me, you know. But when you find a place that makes you happy, that is the only important thing on this earth. And I believe that I owe it to my father to have shown me the right road, because retire early, have a long, happy retirement, and enjoy your life.
Why are we happy and full of good cheer? Why are we here today? We're toasting a very special man on this special day. He's charming, he's caring, a good friend to have. When called on, he'll never say nay. We're glad we're here so we can share this very special day. Let's have some wine, and while we're all here celebrating, pour me the liquor for the birthday. We wish you many more years, full of good work and play. With successful living, you'll never be old. We're with you all the way.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. Let me come away.
We published in the paper?
Here's what happened. I was racking my 85-year-old brain as to what to say. I knew Susan was going to say some brilliant things, most of it. And I went into my journal and found a speech I made 5 years ago at my 80th birthday. So I'm going to repeat it for those of you who weren't there. Some of you were. It took place in New York at a restaurant of my daughter's choosing, and it goes like this. First, I want to thank Susan, and we had a 50th anniversary recently. So, as my mother Becky would always say, Nor of Simchas. Those of you who don't understand that means only at celebrations.
Happy one, cinnamon.
I am particularly happy that Susan, Barbara, Muriel, and Dorothy, first cousins, the only one missing is Muriel, and they were all born the year 1945.
Oh, yeah.
And they are still close friends. All born same year and all doing well. It was a very good year. That terrible World War II ended, our country started a long period of prosperity and conversion to a peacetime economy. Most of our family did quite well in the next 2 or 3 generations. It is really hard for me to grasp that I am 80 years old. In my head, I still feel like the kid. As a baby in the family, that's what my 4 siblings always called me, the kid. Evelyn and Irving were not up to making this trip, so I'm reading a speech for their benefit.
But they're here today.
They're here today.
Yeah.
And
This is a 1,900 square foot house in Cascades for about $168,000. And this is an outside hot tub, which comes as an extra. Outside patio. Here we're again in Cascades, the original, which has the golf course. And we're going to look at our favorite house, the Heritage, which has gone up in price to $213,000. Very nice shrubbery and trees. Nice bench treatment with the flowers around it.
Well, they'll probably take this all away.
And what about that glass?
Oh, well, you can stand in the bathtub nude and nobody's going to see you.
This is outside the Glen Crest, and I'm just showing how nice the shrubbery is. Outside hot tub. Almost looks like a pine tree. And this is the lake outside. But this view costs about $45,000. I don't think I could afford it. Another hot tub. Almost like a swimming pool. And very nice treatment in the background. Shrubbery, which is outside the screened in fence. Very big. Just saw something swim in the water. I don't know what it was. Either a big turtle or a alligator. Nice treatment. And of course some ducks. And 2, it's a little dining room to your left. And it has a very, very open plan. Going into the main room. Kitchen. Tons of cabinets.
And here, Arlene, the separate eating area, right? Is this big enough?
A little study area off the main living room.
Off the great room, off the family room.
Spectacular, just the way everything comes together. The pool, the shrubbery,
Oh, this is gorgeous. It needs to be screened.
sconce, chandelier. This is the Heritage.
God made different floor plans, different people like different things.
And we're at the Heritage.
You know, they changed the furniture. It used to have sort of a sectional sofa, which I liked better actually, because it,
A little dining room off the main room, which can be used as a den.
Well, this is narrow here, but,
Oh, well, I don't know that it's unique, but the color of the cabinets is exactly my favorite color. It's
Oh, yeah?
a honey pine,
Uh-huh.
and it's a very efficient layout.
And it's got a lot of counter space. And
What's great about this living room is that wall to wall windows.
and a tray ceiling.
Tray ceiling.
A back and a half.
So at Coral Lakes, which is a 1,400 housing community with a 70,000 square foot clubhouse. And this is really my idea of a den. And read a book, go on the internet, do your computer work. Terrific. Palermo, and the house is about 170,000. And it has a very nice refrigerator. Here's a section.
Here we are at the Cascades Lakes Clubhouse.
Is this Cascades Lakes?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. This is Coral Lakes.
Coral Lakes.
Very pretty town.
This is 70,000 square feet, which is like 3 times the size of some other people's clubhouses. These are fountains outside the clubhouse for dramatic effect. We're standing underneath the porte cochere, so people can get in and out of their cars without getting wet on show night.
And those are the offices. We have a director has her office up there, the maintenance manager has an office, fitness director, and the sound system's around.
Coral Ritz Theater, the ticket office, and all the people that have been here. Theater, and it easily has
642 seats.
642 seats, although it seems like more.
Maximum occupancy.
But can you imagine this? Have a place like this on your property? You can buy tickets.
Sure. Shirley Jones is coming on March 31st, and a chorus line. Probably.
Fantastic. Let's move in tomorrow. This is the Rosebud Cafe. You can have dinner here if you want. This is the site plan. There are many lakes going through here. Lots and lots of open space, it seems. Or at least there are bicycle trails. One of the club rooms, just huge. It also has a stage. By pool area, there are many very large palms, gazebos, nice lamp treatments. Shaded area. Sit and play cards, just read the paper, relax. It's too hot out. Outdoor pool area. Talking about the sun, it seems trying to come out, but basically it's rained a little bit today, and this place would be very attractive if the sun was out, but we could see it's beautiful. This is an indoor aviary, and there are really birds in that thing.
The gate is up. We keep the gates up with retention wires right now over the weekend. You're going to take photos on them. And then you have a
All right. Spruce Creek now, and we're standing on the golf course, which is really beautiful. It's very hilly, very green, very lush, and it's a huge golf course. This is the Hampton, which has a very nice great room. You can be in it, it's all right. Be on NBC News tonight.
Oh gosh, I hope so.
Again, a little waterfall with a pool. It's a hot tub, I guess. Maybe not. But on the golf course. We just fell in love with this house. This is the Santa Rosa. It's only 2,048 square feet, and this is the kitchen. And this is a big kitchen. because it has a center island, it has a dining area, it has tons of windows, appliances, and under the cabinet lighting, and there are windows in back that let in even more light. It's just fabulous. But wait till you see the living room or great room.
This is the great room of the model, that home that we're in.
Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa. And it's not overly huge.
But it's perfect for us.
But, right, it has what we're looking for. We could cook and watch TV and eat and watch TV.
And there's beautiful, beautiful windows against the whole wall. Even windows on the side, the right-hand side. What my wife really fell in love with is the pergola, which gives us such a sophisticated Mediterranean ambiance. The golf course ain't bad, but believe me, you'd have to pay a fortune for this. This is the den. But my wife says,
well, it's a little bit too much opening up directly into everything.
The bedroom, master bedroom of the Santa Rosa. And once again, we weren't disappointed. Why is that, hon?
Well, look at the size of it.
Oh, it's huge. God, there's a bed, there's a couch,
A chair, an armoire,
a chair,
a huge
dresser,
the bay window's optional.
a bench, and an armoire. And completely surrounded by windows. It's not really a casita because it's attached to the house, but it has its own entrance. And I'm panning around.
I would say it's 12 by 12 maybe.
And it has its own little bathroom. And bathroom.
Giant anteater.
Giant anteater. Hyacinth macaw. The tree of life. Artificially created. Animals are carved into the tree. Flamingos.
These flamingos obviously don't have a lot of the red algae to eat because look how white they are. They're not pink.
Ready, guys? There's one that... Well, how do you do that? Can you do that?
Guy's sleeping.
You're not. I told Tina Dad don't have
Big tortoise.
Whoa. That is...
Bird. Oh, look at it here.
My Fair Lady. Little Shop of Horrors. Main Desire. Story.
Right? Is Richard allowed to come back?
No, it's a Malaysian tiger. Usually found deep in the forests of Asia. These shy tigers feed on large bugs.
I just got a picture.
Oh no, it's a Malaysian tapir, sorry.
But look at you though. Look at his face now.
Natalie.
Look at right now. He's looking at you.
It's a bat. This is a tiger area, but Our tiger is hiding right now.
Shot of the recreation of the ruin.
In a room.
It's sort of an oxymoron.
Which is an oxymoron. It's like the African queen. Be like an African village.